WBUR Podcasts, Boston.
I'm Daryl C. Murphy, and you're listening to The Common. Hanna Ali, what's up?
Daryl C. Murphy.
Yes.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm so glad to have you on. You're pretty new to WBUR.
I am pretty new, closing out my third week. I'm very excited to be here.
You are an associate producer for WBUR newsletters.
Absolutely. I'll be writing the Weekender and the Pick Me Up newsletter for anyone who wants to keep up to date with my writing.
Love it. Love it. So you're perfect for this show we're about to get into. First, I want to establish that you grew up here in Massachusetts. Am I correct?
Absolutely, I did. I grew up in Arlington, Massachusetts, and I lived in Quincy and Lowell.
And so you're very familiar with the February break that happens during the school year.
Yep, for sure. I mean, back in my day, we used to just, leave our kids at home. Not our kids, me, I was the kid. I was being left at home to watch TV for hours on end for just the week that we had our break, which is why I think that finding events and finding fun things to do in the city are incredibly important. You can keep those kids busy, keep those kids enriched, keep those kids learning about Black history, learning about nature, learning about art, learning about STEM, all kinds of things to do here.
I heard you have a list for us.
I do.
So hit us with things to do during the February break.
If you're a parent actually working during the day and you're really hoping to find something to do with your kids, like after work, I'd always suggest just going to the Harvard Museums of Science and Culture for their Arts Thursdays. They're going to be holding one right smack dab in the middle of February break, and it's all ages, free admission. I was crazy about this museum as a kid. I don't know what it was, probably the taxidermy dodo bird, but that's not the only thing.
What?
If taxidermy freaks you out, don't go.
A taxidermy dodo bird?
There is a taxidermy dodo bird there, and I was crazy about it. I was like, oh my God, I love this thing. But if you're not a parent or a kid who's into weird extinct birds, you can find a lot more to do there. There's tons of stuff to enjoy. They have a paleontology gallery where you can look through dinosaur fossils. And they have this incredible mineral gallery where you can go in and look at geodes and crystals, find your birthstone. Lots of fun stuff to do and explore at that museum.
Is it free?
It is free. They'll be open from 5 to 9 p.m. on February 23rd. So you can head in after work with your kids and explore this gorgeous museum right in the middle of Harvard Square and, maybe go get dinner after. It's a good opportunity to just get out of the house, even if you're sort of tired after the workday.
What if I don't like taxidermy dodo birds or mineral galleries? What's another option?
Well, if you're not crazy about taxidermy dodo birds or mineral galleries and you're a type of person that wants to get outside, I would highly suggest heading down to Kendall MIT's open space for their Winter Family Day. That's going to be on February 25th, and it's all ages, free admission. It's great for families looking to do things indoors and outdoors because they're going to have some indoor games and events and programming, and then some outdoor stuff. That includes live music, food trucks, outdoor games, lots of activities from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's really like block party vibes. I'm saying even if it is extremely cold, you're still going to have a good time because there's an indoor element and an outdoor element. So I'd say head down there.
I like Winter Family Day. That sounds like a winner.
That's pretty great. I have right now a sister who's 14 and a brother who is 5. And I'm going to be sending that to my dad and be like, take my siblings to this.
Yeah, it sounds like there's something for everybody.
There's definitely something for everybody. But if you're somebody who's looking to take your kids to something that might be more structured or longer throughout the week, I would highly suggest heading down to either the ICA or the BPL. At the ICA, aka Institute of Contemporary Art, you will find free admission for anyone under the age of 18. So parents, you're only going to have to pay for your own ticket. And they're going to have a series of events that include games in their galleries, hands-on art making, hands-on photography workshops, and so just things to get you creative. I would say this is definitely great also for older kids. You might want to keep them busy, but you don't necessarily feel like they're going to be as entertained with an outing as a younger child might be. Makes for a good day out. The ICA, if you're not familiar, is in the Seaport. Tons of fun restaurants to go to, great ice cream, just great environment to walk around. And you've got this free event waiting for you at the end of the road once you make it down that Seaport Boulevard. I think it's great for a day outing, and that's happening the 21st through the 23rd. So you've got 3 days to pick from, or you could go all 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth it.
And you also mentioned the Boston Public Library, whom we love over here at the Common.
I'm nuts for the Boston Public Library. You're going to hear me singing their praises. I don't even know if this counts as bias, but
they hold us down. How could you
not?
How could you not love the library?
Exactly. They are going to be hosting a whole suite of events for Black History Month, but one event I want to highlight in particular is going to be happening at 8 different branches, February 21 to the 24th. They're going to be hosting drumming lessons for families with kids ages 4 to 12. And you can show up, you can learn some African drumming, and learn a little bit more about Black history. Now, if you don't have kids who are 4 to 12, or if you're like, man, my kids are older than 12 years old, I want to take them to an event at the BPL, you don't even need to worry. They have a whole suite of Black History Month events on their website available during February break. They even have a tab that says February break programming. So you could take your kids almost every single day of the week to the BPL and teach them something different.
That's fantastic.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. And I think that it's an incredible opportunity to learn and explore the city this February break.
Yep.
And learn about Black history if you feel like that's something you want to bring your kids into, and give them time to highlight it this month. I mean, it's a month honoring Black heritage. You might as well take advantage of the events that are happening.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with things to do over the February break.
Did you kill Marlene Johnson?
I think you're one of the first people to have actually asked.
From WBUR and ZSP Media, this is Beyond All Repair, a new podcast about an unsolved murder that will leave you questioning everything.
Somebody should be in jail for murdering my sister.
A woman who's never been believed.
As long as they think I have done this, then they're not looking for who actually did this.
And that's what makes it a cold case.
No, it's a botched case.
And a search for the truth, once and for all.
Wow, it just gets more interesting.
Beyond All Repair. Listen and follow wherever you get your podcasts.
Be careful. You're digging in a place that's been very peaceful for a while.
Do it anyway. Dig.
And we're back. I have a question here.
Yes.
So you're giving us some good recommendations, but what if, and I know you mentioned MIT's open space, but setting that aside, global warming, climate change seems to be in full effect because, it's been kind of warm these last few days. What if the weather is especially nice outside? Is there anything specifically geared to the outdoors?
Actually, if you are somebody who is listening to this podcast on time, you can still head over to Mass Audubon's website and register to attend their Eagle Festival that's going to be happening this weekend. Mass Audubon's Eagle Festival is going to be happening in Newburyport. You can go out, have fun with your family, enjoy the green space, and bird watch throughout the day. But that will be happening on February 18th. So you need to hop on that opportunity as quickly as possible.
Pause the show and get on that.
You got to get on it. Now, that one is not free, unfortunately.
Oh, how much?
You are going to be set back a whole $6 if you want to attend that event.
Oh, my gosh. I guess it could be a lot. Folks are feeling this inflation business, but I mean, $6.
$6 gets you a day out in Newburyport. It gets you a day spotting the birds. I mean, what is the real draw is that snowy owls and eagles don't come back to Massachusetts until the winter sort of starts to kick in. So they're here for a limited amount of time. So head on out there and enjoy it. Otherwise, there are plenty of green spaces throughout Massachusetts, which I'll be highlighting in the coming weeks in our WBUR Weekender newsletter, if you want to check that out and subscribe. And you can always find different events in the Weekender and in our other newsletter, WBUR Today. So I would say keep up to date, keep tabs on us. You're going to find new things to do in the city so long as you're subscribed.
Love it. I love it. Well, Hannah, I want to thank you for coming by with these recommendations.
Thank you, Daryl, for having me. I'm excited. I'm excited to share.
That's associate producer for WBUR Newsletters, Hanna Ali. And that's our show for today. Thanks so much for listening to The Common. Make sure to hit us up on Instagram or Twitter at WBUR The Common, or send us an email at thecommon@wbur.org. And it is that time for me to let you know that The Common is produced by Caitlin Harrop and Franny Monahan, with help this week from Nora Sachs. It is mixed by Emily Jankowski, Matt Reed, and Paul Vikis, and it's edited by Ben Brock Johnson. And from the newsroom of WBUR, I'm your host, Daryl C. Murphy. I'll talk to you soon.